At last, folks, by the looks of it, an outgoing at Old Trafford. Thoughts on Marcus Rashford departing, or at least departing on loan anyway. It's halfway there, so that's 1 foot out the door. And also a little bit about that, is it Lamine Yamal? They're saying the soon-to-be greatest footballer in the world. But Rashford first, let's go Rashford. I heard you today, I was out most of the day today, I heard you today that it's 99% concrete that he's going to Barcelona on loan. It virtually has been confirmed today, although I think they're still talking Turkey. And I thought, good, he needs to go. There's no place for him at United. He doesn't want to be there. Amorim doesn't want him there. And really, Amorim wants folks that are going to really, really knuckle down and work really, really hard. Especially offensively. He wants them to work harder than offensive players normally do. Marcus doesn't seem to be keen on hard work. He really, really doesn't. He's one of many. And I think of the others of those many, Amorim's trying to ship out. He's trying to bring a new breed in that are happy to work, run, until they come off absolutely knackered, but they put a shift in. That doesn't seem to be Rashford's way, especially nowadays. He's going to Barcelona. He's engineered the move. He's wanted it for months and months and months. Some are telling me it's a good thing. Some are telling me it's not such a good thing. Look, my thoughts are this. I believe now, if reports are correct, Barcelona are covering all his wages. And I'm now told it's 325,000 per week. I think we're looking at about 13-14 million there. Does that 13-14 million go into our transfer budget? I think it does. So that makes it not so bad. I believe they've got an option to buy him after a year. I'm hearing differing reports. Some say 30 million, some say 40. But I do hope that there'll be a big penalty clause in there again if they don't purchase him. I mean, we had it with Sancho at Chelsea. They had to pay us 5 million. I'm hoping it's a whole lot more for Rashford because I'm looking at things and I'm thinking, how on earth is he only worth 30 or 40 million? I know he's not played much over the last 12 months. I know he's angled for a move. I know he's not been happy at United. And buying clubs know all of this and know they can get him on the cheap. And United just want him out the door, so they're prepared to let him go cheap. But I'm thinking, if he has a fantastic season at Barcelona, he's suddenly worth much, much more than 30 or 40 million. And he's capable of doing that. That's by the by. If they negotiate 30-40 now, that's got to be done. The good thing is, if he does have a fantastic season, they'll buy him. My worry is he won't do that well and he'll come back yet again. And he's getting older by the day. And it'll just be an absolute train crash. But I look at things and I think to myself, do you know what? Since David Gill left this club, we've really, really struggled in the boardroom. We've been crap. As far as transfers come, transfers in, transfers out, wages of incoming players, we've been absolutely shocking. Quality of incoming players. When I say quality, I don't just mean footballing. I mean the mentality and work rate and the kind of people they are. Shocking. That's why we've got a fire sale now. We want 5 or 6 gone. Because their attitude is totally, totally wrong for the club. Hopefully under Amorim we're going to get that better. We're going to improve it. But I look at things and I think to myself, I know clubs out there know that we're tottering. We want more players. We need more players. We've got no money. We need players out to bring money in. I know that. I really do. But we're being taken advantage of at the moment like there's no tomorrow. I mean, take Barcelona. They were after, was it Nico Williams? Were they going to pay 50, 60, 70 million pound for him? They thought they had him. They thought he had it all sewn up. He decides to stay where he is and sign a new contract. Then they go for Luis Diaz at Liverpool. They're after Diaz. They're offering something like 60 to 70 million. Liverpool say no. Barcelona are offering money. Sorry, Bayern are offering money. Liverpool say no. In the end, he's probably going to go. But they've knocked back Barca for around about 60, 70 million. And I'm thinking, well, we know Barca are struggling for money. I think they've made 2 transfers this year, but they've not paid a lot of money for either. I thought, if they can afford to go to 60 or 70 for Diaz, why can't they afford the 30 or 40 for Rashford now? Why can't they afford it now? If they wanted Diaz, they're going to get him on a permanent transfer. They weren't looking at a loan and then paying money. What's the problem with Rashford? Why don't they want to pay for him? It's obvious why. Because they don't have to at the moment. They can just pay his wages. They don't have to pay a transfer because United are so desperate to get him out the door, and he's made it known that he wants to go to Barcelona, that United are happy to take loan only at this moment in time, which suits Barcelona down to the ground, but it's crap for us. Crap. I say, even with all the problems we've had in the boardroom and still got there, could we not have just held out and been brave and said, no, you're not going. If they don't buy you, you're not going. It may force Barcelona's hand later on to pay the money at the end of the transfer window. It may have got Rashford to another club, a club he probably doesn't want to go to, but to another club. Because as Simon Jordan said a couple of months ago, the problem now is with Rashford, if he stays at United past this transfer window and sits on his hand for the next 12 months, he won't make the World Cup. And he really wants to play in the World Cup. He wants to get back in the national team. He can't sat in a stand somewhere. He just can't. Could we not have been brave, although we need the money? Could we not have been brave and just said to Barca, if you're not going to pay any money for him, look, you were going to pay for Williams, you were going to pay for Diaz, we want only half the money for this boy, pay for him. Pay for him or walk away. Could we not have done that? I think I'd have done that. Although I'm happy he's gone, but I think I'd have done that. I do, honestly. We're just being had and over a barrel by everybody because people know it. We're like the dolphin in the water that's been attacked by sharks and they're still coming at it and it's got nowhere to go. It's really poor, really poor. That, you mean Yamal. We heard the other day, or the other week now, he had his 18th birthday party and there was a big furore there because I think a dwarf was invited and the dwarf did a bit of a show there. I thought it was a dwarf. I've seen some pictures yesterday, I couldn't believe it. There's about 5 or 6 of them. It's unbelievable. He's had a show with dwarves and whatever else. I don't know if they're serving people, running around with drinks, don't know what they've been doing. Don't know at all, but I'm thinking, that's a bit tasteless, isn't it? And then I see how he's dressed. Yamal is 18 years of age, just turned 18 now. Has anybody seen the get-up he was wearing? It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. I seen a message in one of the message threads. Rod Stewart said something and he said, even I wouldn't dress like that. Honestly, Rod Stewart said, and Boy George said, me too. No, we wouldn't have that. He looks absolutely stupid. I'm thinking, you're 18 years of age, man. You look absolutely silly. Ronaldo now from time to time over the last 4 or 5 years wears the odd strange-ish outfit, bit over-the-top-ish. But he's one of the world's greatest footballers, if not the greatest. You're allowed that. You'd never see Ronaldo looking like Yamal does at the moment when he was 16, 17, 18. And if he'd have tried to, he wouldn't have got away with it because Fergie wouldn't have let him. Absolutely no chance. Have you seen them pictures of Yamal? Go and have a look at him on his birthday, the pictures, and see the garb he's dressed up in. He looks absolutely stupid, he does. Absolutely bloody stupid. The world has gone mad. It really, really has gone mad. And football-wise, it's gone madder than mad. So now we're after, is it Sancho out next? I think Sancho's going out next. We're talking of maybe paying something towards his wages. We're talking of getting virtually no transfer fee, very, very little. We're talking giving him a severance package. Now that'll open the door to all the rest of them. He's gone, gets transferred elsewhere, and we've got to give him 4 or 5 million. Aren't we going to have Anthony and Garnacho and all the rest after that? As I say, we're over a barrel at the moment. Absolutely over a barrel. These people at the top table, the board and whatever else over the last sort of 10, 15, 17, 18 years since GILL left, they're crap. Absolutely crap. And it doesn't look like it's ending anytime soon. I read only the other day with United that while they're negotiating for Mbumo, Ratcliffe and a couple of other board members, they're on a fishing trip in, is it Iceland? I think it was Iceland. They're away fishing because Sir Jim likes a bit of fishing. There's a major transfer window on. We'd made no mark in it until Mbumo came over. I keep saying his name wrong. And they're pigging fishing. Talk about priorities. Wait for the transfer window to end and then go buggering fishing about. Buggering fishing about, that didn't sound right. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Catch you later. I am disappointed though. Although I'm pleased Rashford is gone. Wish he'd have been transferred.